afternoon,
Yes, sir.
guys. Hope all of you are back. Yes, very good afternoon. Warm welcome to all of you. Have done with your com period or not?
No, sir.
Done. Okay. So, are you going to shift the hostel 3 or will we?
Yes, we are in hostel 3.
No, after quarantine period, I'm asking, will you
Sir,
shift?
we are gonna shift from here to
Okay. So, सब अच्छे से हो गया?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So in the last lecture, we seen enclosed space and the procedure that we have to follow if we're supposed to enter in such space. So anyone like to tell me what is the enclosed space means, guys?
Sir, it is a space which has limited space, it has one entry and exit, and it has inadequate ventilation. Generally, it is locked and kept away from the entry, and the space can have presence of toxic and flammable gases like CO2 and CO4.
Okay, great. Anyone else? Tushar had already answered this kind of question in last lecture only. I want to hear answer from friends. You have 80 participants, 80 guys are there. All of you must understand the topic in the same manner. So I want to hear from someone else. Yes.
So enclosed spaces are some chambers or tanks which are inspected or cleaned occasionally, and due to the absence of oxygen, there is a presence of other gases while the workers when they go there for cleaning or any other purpose.
Yes. Shara is asking notes. Yes, she completed this done close space. Both. Fine. So yes, enclosed space is the space which has oxygen, presence of toxic gases, and there is a lack of ventilation around, and that open or it's not a normal to work around such space. We engage in that place, we have to take few precautions, and by which you can keep your health and even the vessel safe. So we seen plenty of questions of the process what we are following. So I will like to hear few precautions from individual guys. सभी ने precautions नहीं बोलनी है. One of you can tell one point, another guy can tell me another point. So let's start. Let me see how much you can कितना digest किया हुआ है अपने पहले वाला lecture. Yeah, let's start. So what are the precautions that we have to follow if we are insist to work in the enclosed space? So anyone can remember the thing what I described you earlier?
Sir, we should wear proper dresses while going
Right.
inside that.
Yeah, fine. So we must have proper PPE. Exactly. The first point is the right. We must have proper PPE. Yes, next.
Safety shoes.
अरे ये सारा
Sir,
PPE में
gas
आ गया.
detector should be present, sir.
Yes. Atmosphere check must be done.
Risk
And for
assessment
that,
should be carried out.
yes, risk assessment is the vital thing. Yes, we have to check with the different sort of the hazards and what is the conservative procedure is there to sort or to deal with those hazards. We must know. Yes, risk assessment is a must. Yes. Anything else? Sorry?
Communication mode.
Yes, there must be a proper communication, right? The guys were involving as a entrant, and the guys were standing outside the space, and even the control station. They must be linked with the proper communication, and we are using walkie-talkie for communicating within the different parties. Yes.
So enough time should be given to establish a ventilation system.
Right. Yes. Before making entry, we seen lot of preparation that we have to do prior entering to the space. So ventilation is a kind of thing that we are doing initially only. Once the space is ventilated, once atmosphere is checked, then only we are starting our task or the procedure that we are intend to. So yes, the space must be ventilated prior entry, right? Yes.
So proper supply of oxygen.
One by one by one, guys.
Sir, proper supply of oxygen.
How? How will supply oxygen in proper way? Hmm? By force ventilation, right? Someone just told me about the ventilation. So even you are already inside, you may be entered into the enclosed space. Then also we are keeping that space ventilated. So we are introducing force ventilation. I shown you how the fans look like, how the blower it is, how the blower look like, and with the help of that blower, we're introducing fresh air into that compartment, by which you will have ventilation and even the oxygen supply too, right? Yes.
The emergency and safety procedures should be rehearsed regularly.
Yeah, emergency and safety procedure means we have to equip with the all of appliances or the equipments and the aids at the entrance of the enclosed space. We differentiate equipment in respect of the safety, in respect of the rescue equipment, and the other tools that we are required to have when we are addressing any particular work. So the equipment can be sorted in the different forms. So hope you remember different equipment that we are carrying in part of the medical emergency, in sort of the rescue operation. So yes, we have to all those equipment, and we have to check their conditions and efficiency too, right? So hope सभी का भी वार्म अप हो गया है, and किसी को अभी याद भी नहीं आता रहेगा. They must have recollected what are the things, what the format we have to follow once we are dealing with the enclosed space. So yes, in today's lecture, I will start with the rescue procedure. Now, initially we've seen what is enclosed space, what are the procedure to follow when we are entering into enclosed space. Suppose someone entered and now he got fackled down because of the lack of oxygen or presence of the toxic gases, or some injury may occur to that guy when he is already inside the space. Now, what is the remedy? What you can do best? How you have to pick that guy up? What is the procedure? What are the equipment? And how we have to deal the situation that we are about to see in today's class. Soon we will complete that part and we will shift to another part, that is handling and managing wet. If you want to lift any machine when you are lifting or carrying any sort of the weight or the parcel when you join a vessel. So same, I will be sharing PPT. So if it is not visible, please let me know. And even if you don't understand the concept also, you can raise your hand. You can ask me anything in between. Perfect. Okay. I can see a few of you not join. Any? Do you know about them? I can see 5 or 6 guys. They are not joined yet. Do you have any idea about them?
Network is something like that.
Okay. If some of you having a network issue, then I can insist you. You can share your device with the other guy, and you can sit in the groups too. But yes, you have to be quiet. You have to be attentive. नहीं तो सारे मिलके ये नहीं करना है, chaos नहीं बचाना है. ठीक है. If someone is having a network issue, then he can see another batchmate. Fine. And at the end of the lecture, we will try to fix CR and DCR for all of the two divisions, right? Okay. So I will be sharing my screen. I will be opening our same PPT. Okay. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, just think the scenario where, yeah, please tell me.
Sir, I, Om and Mayank are sitting together and joining the classes because our signal is lost, sir.
It's okay. I already told if you have a network issue, you can sit together. You can sit in groups too, but you must inform to CR. You are not knowing the CR for this semester, but soon you will be having complete information about the CR too. So it's not an issue. Continue.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So let's consider a scenario where someone went as an entrant into the enclosed space, and because of some injury or because of some health hazard, that person or one of the entrant fall and he's unconscious, he's fatal. Then what are the thing or what are the procedure that we have to follow as a shipment or as a designated officers on board? So first of all, if this sort of scenario occurs, we have to raise the alarm. Then we must do an announcement on a PA system, that is public address system, that this is the scenario and someone got injured inside the enclosed space, and all persons should muster at the muster station, and later on they must shoot to the desired location where the accident occurred. Now, once you gather near the enclosed space, in hurry to enclosed space. I know you may have normal same sky because that is due to some war inadequacy. So and responsibilities as per the company procedures. Okay, all done. All of you, and this is your response. This is your responsibility. All bringing their equipments, and they are trying to cooperate. Okay, they brought all of the equipment navigational, it may be rescue equipment, one may bring walkie-talkies, someone may be prepared flying. So all may be engaged in different sort of job. Later on, if we want to send a rescue team, then what are the things that we have to consider? First of all, the rescue team is the guy who is entering into the enclosed space to evacuate or to get that person out from the enclosed space, right? So whenever we are sending a rescue team, it must be double up. Means we should not send a single person inside. We must send in a pair. So yes, when the pair is selected, that pair must be well familiarized about the hazard where they are entering. They must be familiar about the structures, about the atmosphere, about the environment where they are about to enter. We must do risk assessment again. We have to follow the same checklist that we did initially before entering into the space. For that, we seen just now, half of you answered what are the things that we are about to check once we have to enter into the space. Same checks that you have to do, but in more stringent manner. Why? Because you know there is actual hazard inside and someone got unconscious or got injured, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling down. No. So just as I said, you have to bring all the rescue equipment. So what are the different rescue equipments are there? As we see in the previous lecture, I told you about the tripod. Yes, tripod is a thing which can be attached with the mechanical winch, which can help you to pick the fatal guy from the enclosed space with the help of the winch, or it may have the block and a rope which you can tie with the stretcher, and on the stretcher you can lie down the casualty and you can pull him upstairs, right? So this is the one kind of equipment. Then what are the other equipment? Have you heard about the SCBA, EBD set, and the resuscitator before?
No, sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
No. SCBA is a self-breathing content apparatus which can be done when there is a lack of oxygen or when there is a presence of toxic gases too. Okay. Then the EBD is the emergency breathing apparatus which has oxygen inside and it can last for about 10 minutes and it can be used on to the casualty. If he is not able to breathe, that time you can just drop that mask on his face by which he can inhale oxygen inside that apparatus, and during that time you can lift that guy upstairs. And the last is a resuscitator. It has an oxygen bottle, and as you know how the ventilation works inside the hospital and all that area. So that same oxygen bottle, but in a smaller container that we are carrying, it is attached with one kind of mask only. You can place that mask on the casualty and you can turn on that oxygen bottle. It has a limited content of oxygen in it, and you can throttle that percentage of oxygen by which the percentage of the gas will be adjusted. Like you open full knob, then the bottle can last for say 10-15 minutes, but if you adjust that throttle, then it may last for 50 minutes. So these are the equipment which can be used to provide you uh, which can help uh, building the respiration of the casualty, we can say, right? So these are the equipment that we are keeping ready along with the other safety equipments too. Yes, माइक्रोफोन किसका ऑफ है, ऑन है?
मुझे तो यही लग रहा था।
फर्स्ट राउंड पता है ना कौन कौन आती है? स्कॉर्पियन आती है। अबे वो बंद करो अपना माइक। क्लास
What's going on? कौन ता है? Yes, Tejas.
Yes, sir, someone from the hostel.
Tejas. Easy was Tejas.
No sir, not me.
तुम्हारा ही माइक्रोफोन ऑन था, ठीक है, मैंने देखा.
Sir, by mistake it happened. I don't know, sir. Actually, because of network issue, we were all sitting in one room. Sir, it must have lagged. I'm really sorry, sir.
Guys, I'm warning you.
Sir, I'm really sorry, sir. It will not happen again. I don't know how. Someone opened.
फाइन, ये नोटिस बस तेजस के लिए नहीं है, बाकी सभी के लिए भी है. You have to behave yourself.
Sorry, sir. I'm really sorry, sir. I don't know how it happened. So actually, my phone was on side. I was watching on the laptop, my friend's laptop, your lecture, and I don't know. My friend were fiddling with my phone, and I don't know what happened, sir. But to be honest, I swear, sir, it was not me. It was nothing which I did.
Okay, Tejas, just keep quiet. Let me say something.
Sorry, sir. Sir, it will not happen again. I promise, sir.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, sir.
Don't act funny and don't play stupid games here. We are all professional, and if you want to stand on the vessel, then you have to behave yourself. It's not only for the Tejas, but for the rest of you guys. Yeah. So be lenient, और जो अच्छे से चल रहा है उसको अच्छे से चलने दो, ठीक है? So don't spoil the environment and the game too. Fine. So hope not only Tejas but all of you understood. If someone is spoiling or someone is disturbing, he's not disturbing one individual guy. He's causing trouble to entire patch, and you must know all of you are sitting together, not only a one person, but all 80 guys you are attending here, extra lecture, spending your time and even the energy too. So hope you must have understood no one is small over here. You are all adults, and yes, this is what I can tell you. Don't insist me to take further steps.
Sorry, sir. It will never happen again.
Yeah, okay, fine. So these are the few rescue that would be next collaboration. You have to bring those equipments over there at the time of the rescue only. It's not supposed to bring those equipment prior rescue operation. Prior starting your job, you have to bring all of those equipment at the site, right? And when you are entering for rescue, Yes, it is much obvious. You have to check. Have you have those rescue equipment ready, and are they operational? Do they show a proper reading? Do they have proper calibration or not? Will they give a proper indication uh, in the sense of alarm? It may be visual, it may be audio. So all those checks and pre-checks that you have to carry out, right? So this is all about the rescue equipment. Then what is the rest? Yes, there will be a supervisor or attendant, as I said before. So he must introduce the evacuation process with the new rescue team who are about to enter into the space. So there must be a definite plan, and it must be delivered, it must be exchanged among the rescue team, and they must understand how we are going to solve this issue. Yes, as I said, even you might be entering first time or you're sending a rescue team, you have to do same checks as you're entering into the enclosed space. In same manner, you have to check for the atmosphere. You have to keep checking the reading continuously. You have to see whether the rescue team has the communication equipment with them. Is it working properly or not? Is there is a link between the communication with the attendant and even with the main command station? It might be at the ship office, it might be at the bridge, it might be at the engine room. Who's in charge of that operation, right? Yes, attendant is supervisor must be outside the space where rescue team about to enter to rescue or to evacuate a person from the space. Yes,
Sir,
Usha,
can the
tell me.
supervisor himself go into the enclosed space for the rescue with the other members?
If scenario occurs, he may can go, but we have to understand uh, deliberate responsibility of the supervisor too. I will like to tell you one thing on ship. Supervisor will be a topmost rank or at the management rank, you can say chief officer or maybe sometime a chief engineer too. So he might be knowing all of the jobs. Forget about the enclosed space. If you take any sort of job, the superior or the experienced person or the top management person, he knows each and every job, but it's not the duty of him that he should invest in that job. Why? Because he has other administration and other responsibilities too. He is a completely reliable and completely responsible to take as a command and to execute management plan. So the manager only, suppose if you enter into the space and if something wrong happens with them, then who will take a lead? Who will be the next leader? So as you know or as you've seen, the leader must be protected. And yes, if time occurs or if the situation insists, he can enter. But generally, uh, on your board, you will see there is a definite direction, rules and responsibilities of each of the rank, how they have to deal with their roles and responsibility if the situation occurs. So there will be a mock drill, there will be a training around by which there will be completely decided this is the rescue team, this is the active team, these are the situation where you have to deal with. So all the role responsibilities with the rank, it will be described, and at the time of the emergency also we have to act in the same manner, otherwise it will be complete chaos. किसको कुछ समझ में नहीं आएगा कौन किधर जा रहा है किधर आ रहा है, right? So we have to stick with our plan. Yes, Darsha.
What is the duty of the officer of the watch while the whole procedure?
Officer of watch, suppose you're the officer of watch for that moment, so you may be on the bridge itself, right? So along with the master, you will be completely observing the operation. You will be included in the communication link on the bridge. You will be noting down different operational observations, like you can note down a complete scenario when they enter, what are the difficulties they have faced within the time interval. In sort of thing, you can prepare a record itself how the operation is going on. So with the help of that, the management can take a desired decision, and even that record can be kept as a evidence that someone is recording the complete operation, and we can present it and we can convert it into the legal uh, perspective too. Yes. Yes. Anything else? Okay. Okay. So I told you about the supervisor. So along with the rescue equipment, we had to bring a medical first aid equipment too. So what are the medical equipment we are carrying or we are supposed to get uh, near the enclosed space? Yes. Anyone like to tell me what are the medical equipment? Those must be present nearby of the enclosed space. Anyone remember? Yes.
SBC and EBA.
We have stretcher, right? Stretcher ही नहीं रहेगा तो उठाओगे कैसे? Fine.
Yes, sir.
Then medical kit on board. Once you, yeah, there is a first aid associated with the basic first aid equipment that we have to bring over there, right? And resuscitator, as I said, these are the few equipment that we have to get from the hospital as a equipment, right? So this equipment also we have to check whether they are there or not later on. It is all done. We see the equipment, we seen the procedure that we have to follow, and now we have to check communication. Can we able to communicate with the injured entrant? If it is, then we'll try to allocate their location. We'll try to allocate what kind of injury they have, and then in the plan we can make changes on behalf of this information. So if we know the exact location or what kind of injury they may have, we can plan our rescue operation in that manner. So yes, the good fit, we can execute our plan more deliberately, but sometime or somewhere or the other, you may now have complete information too. So at that time, you have to prepare yourself to deal with all sort of the difficulties once you enter the space. If we are willing to enter into the enclosed space, we have to check whether we can into that space when we are carrying SCBA set on our shoulders too. So sometimes that entrance must be so narrow, so shrink, by which a person only can enter through that space. So I have to check how the entrance is, how the obstructions are, and in accordance, you have to plan how you should enter into such space. And once you know about the location, or if you found out where the casualty is, then you can go there. You can pick that guy near to the entrance, and you can attach him with the stretcher, and stretcher can be attached further with the tripod and with the rope, and from there you can pull that casualty. So tripod will be posted onto the entrance only, where you may be entering by the ladder, right? So we are bringing casualty near to the ladder itself, and we are lowering that rope or the wire through the tripod, and we are attaching that wire or the rope to the stretcher, and we are lifting it with the mechanical winch, or you have to pull the rope by which you will get the casualty on the deck. All of you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So yes, we have to keep communicating with the injured person. If he is able to communicate with you, वो बोल पाएगा, then you will feel a confidence that he is still alive and he is conscious, and you can bring him easily into the safer place. So you brought the injured entrant or the casualty outside of the confined space. Then what is the next? अभी बाहर तो निकाल दिया, अभी क्या करें? ऐसे तो नहीं छोड़ सकते ना. You have to check his pulse, whether he is breathing or not, about his blood circulation that you have to check. You have to provide him a first aid. You have to see, do we have any cut or the injuries on the part. If so, you have to apply first aid. If the first aid is not supported, then you can shift him to the hospital. Yes, gradually you will be shifting that person to a hospital from the open deck or area where you just evacuated him. And if required, you can ask the company or to the nearby coast station for the arrangement of the hospital for the required casualty. For that, if you're between the ocean, you may need to divert your course to nearby the coast by which you can evacuate the guy to the nearby hospital. And sometime you may take help from the helicopters, or maybe from the tugboats too, by which they will come alongside, they will pick up your casualty, and they will take him to the near hospital. There is a lot more administrative part. It must be taken care by the master, but the operation part is what we just see how we have casualty jail, and for the basic things that we have to provide him, right? So remember, unless and until check precaution is been done, do not enter into the enclosed space, right? And we have to restrict pre-entry and regular entry into that space until and unless the hazard is over, right?
Yes, sir.
So there might be plenty of guys around the entrance, right? So they have to act as a backup team. They have to arrange that may be required for the rescue operation, right? So we seen what sort of different equipment we may require. So the guys who are standing next to the entrance, they are not actually a part of the rescue team. They have to act in a team. They have to arrange the required items. If need comes, they must be ready to pass those equipment to the rescue team. And even when you brought the casualty, there must be a sufficient equipment handy and operational. This is the important point. We must have to ensure the injury of the entrant. So the casualty who are rescuing to whom we are rescuing, we have to make sure what is the exact injury they have, and during the carriage or doing pulling themselves onto the deck, we should not cause the injury to the viewer. We have to take care, we have to see what is the exact injury they have, and we have to act in that manner. So yes, first of all, once you find a casualty, you must be ensuring about the difficulty, and according to that you have to act. So this is all about the procedures. I just want to play one short video about the enclosed space itself. सबको दिख रहा है? Is it visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
For my working life, I have been involved in inspection in the water inside thousands of cars.
So can you increase the volume?
This is the maximum what I can do.
Sir, we are not able to hear it.
To inspect a vessel. It was not a complicated inspection, a big flat top barge that carried stones across the North Sea. Due to the general condition.
Sir, I think you haven't shared the sound option.
Sorry?
So I think you have selected the share sound option.
Is it not required to select all the time? Do I need to do phone security or what?
So the sound is there, but very low.
Sir, the sound from the system might be low.
Okay, fine. Let it be. What I'll do, I will just follow your link. You can watch it later on with your own devices. So time wastage नहीं होना है अपना. Just hold on. So link मैंने share किया हुआ है. You can have a look. ठीक है. Okay. ठीक है. So earlier I asked about the CR and DCR from Division 1. I had 2-3 guys were interested for DCR. Aditya Rathod. Aditya, are you there?
Yes, sir.
You want to be CR?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the guys who are holding a CR and DCR in the earlier semester, I would like to tell them, you were doing a fantastic job before, but we want to create a leaders all together. So each of you must participate where you get a chance. So don't feel bad, and don't get so emotional. At each of the every semester, we are changing the CR, and now I may be selecting a few new candidate, but it's not sure if they are not or they are not performing well. Later on, they may be changed too. So yes, all of you must have equal opportunities. So that's why we have to change CR and DCR in respect of the different semesters. So for this semester, I need to change CR and DCR. So with the Division 1, Aditya Rathod.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you want to CR, right? Fine.
Yes, sir.
So for this semester, I will select Aditya as a CR. I will see his performance. अभी ये सारा fix ही नहीं है कि वो ही completely रहेगा. If he is not behaving or he is not managing the role well, then yes, there is a chance to disqualify him too. So for a moment, for Division 1, Aditya will be CR for the rest of the time. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Tushar, you are from Division 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Right now I am discussing Division 1. Fine. So Division 1 में for DCR, 2 or 3 guys shouted. So yes, please raise your hand. Yes, Aniket, Chirag. अरे Division 1 का पूछ रहा हूँ.
Sir, for Division 1.
I can see plenty of guys. Huh? Only 3 guys out of all of you 6 or 8 have messaged me earlier. Ansh, Bhushan and Mishra. Okay, let me see. Okay. I will select Ansh for a moment. Same goes with the Ansh too. I will see your performance, and if you are not well, I will give a chance to another guys too. Fine, but don't be in a misconception that मैंने काम नहीं किया तो भी चलेगा नहीं तो if I am not performing also that is fine. He is giving opportunity to another guys. No. If I am selected, you have to perform as you raise the interest. Fine, Ansh? Yeah, okay. Okay, see you guys. Who raised their hand, feel so bad. You have more 3 semesters to go, more 2 years to go. It will be 4 semester. Fine. So yes, you can involve yourself in the job or the part what they are doing. You can help them out and you can learn what are the things they are doing or where they are engaging themselves other than the studies. Fine. So okay. So Division 1 it is set. Ansh and Aditya.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it fine? Okay. For the Division 2. Division 1 you can leave your room See you tomorrow. Yes, Division 2 में Tushar and Shetty who had asked me for the CR thing. Both
Yes,
of
sir.
you are there.
Yes, sir.
What about the Shetty?
Yes, sir. I'm there. Bharat.
Bharat, दिख नहीं रहे हो तुम.
Sir, I'm there. Hello.
Varad, okay. Okay. For division, it was simpler. There was only one candidate who is willing to have a CR post. But for you, Shetty and Tushar. So for a moment, Varad, don't feel bad. I will appoint Tushar for this semester. You can have this post at the next semester. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tushar, you will be CR.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And for DCR, Sahil had asked me. Sahil, are you there? Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm there. Yes, sir. I'm there.
Okay, Sahil, you can represent as DCR. Fine.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So CR and DCR all set for the both of division. Fine. So today we'll stop here as for 10 to 1500 hours, and we will see what are the precautions or what are the formalities that we have to follow once we have to live to carry any sort of pit. Yes. Someone is again texting me, but I will like to tell all of you guys, actually I'm not seeing you front to front in the online mode only. Right now I'm selecting the guys. हाँ अभी देखते